Hi, and welcome to another episode of Queen to Queen. On this week, we'll be talking about good hair versus bad hair. So, make sure you grab your wine glasses and let's talk.
Cheers.
Cheers. So, what is what is good hair versus bad hair? What makes someone's hair good versus someone's hair bad?
Well, I think that throughout history, good hair has been considered like straight hair or, thin, more manageable hair.
Manageable.
And then bad hair is like nappy hair.
Yeah, and I don't think that's true. Like, definitely through history, that's been how it happens, or how it's been perceived. Is like if you have like loose curls or it's straight hair, white people hair. We about to get real on this one.
Yes.
You have good hair, or you're mixed. You have to be mixed to have good hair, and all hair. If it comes out of your scalp,
It's good.
it's good hair. It's good hair. Okay.
Now, I think
seriously.
After you understand how hair works and you appreciate the hair that grows out of your scalp, then you describe good hair as healthy hair, and then bad hair as
damaged hair, heat
Right.
damage. Yeah.
over processed hair.
Yes.
So
Or
like
people who
perms
might
and
suffer
color
from
and stuff.
alopecia, you know.
Yeah.
Like there are scalp diseases, you know,
Mhm.
and things that we have to consider. I think when we're talking about good hair versus bad hair.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think that that's a problem that we call it good hair and bad hair.
Yeah.
Why are we characterizing our hair as good and bad in the first place?
You mentioned
know?
something on our Queen to Queen Facebook page about that, about good hair versus bad hair.
Mhm.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yes. Okay.
Please
So this guy that I follow,
Mm-hmm.
he always posts pictures with him and his daughter, you know, beautiful, cutest little girl in the world, right? Love her. I work with her. But he posted something with her, you know, it was a video of him and her, and he was washing her hair. It was wash day, right? And, you know, he's recording, he's snapping, and he's like, the title is Good Hair.
Mm-hmm.
And in the video, he like, yeah, you know, my baby got good hair. She get it from me. Glad we don't have that bad stuff. You know, and it's just like,
Wow.
wait.
Mhm.
What do you mean? Just because she has more manageable hair, easier manipulated hair, or a softer curl, that doesn't make her hair good hair.
Yeah, it
And
doesn't
then-
make it any more better than my little tight curls.
Right.
It
So what
doesn't-
about my hair? I got bad hair because my hair nappy. You know, right?
Embrace the naps.
Because I got a
love
kitchen in the back.
I love my naps and my little kitchen.
Hashtag naps matter.
Naps matter. Yes. Okay, I just put a little gel or something on it, smooth it out. But I love my little naps. Okay, don't tell me I don't have good hair. What? How
There was
dare you?
also another instance at my job. I was working with a young lady. You know, she's white, Caucasian. She white.
Yes,
Anyway,
white.
She white. Call it what it is. But I noticed that she has sort of been a real taking to the mixed kids in the school at the school. And she was picking one up one day, you know, it's like she held him and she was like so in awe of him, and she's like rubbing her hands through his hair, and she says, "You have the best hair." And I go, why is it the best hair?
Right.
You know, and she's like, oh, I didn't mean it like that.
You did.
meant
You
to.
I didn't
said
mean
it.
it
That's
the way
exactly how you
the
said
way
it.
that you're taking it. I just mean that I think that he has really nice hair, and I'm just like, so does that make this little kid's hair over here, who has, you know, a more tighter curl pattern?
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear you talking about how good his hair is.
Which goes
Or how
to the
good her hair
stereotypes,
is.
because now these children think that they're not good enough because their hair isn't manageable, because their hair, they have these 4C curls, and we can talk about hair types too. Like, I have a 4B type curl, and this is pretty manageable, but it wouldn't be as manageable as like a 3C hair and 3C curl type, and that's what somebody would say is good hair. Like a 3C 3A or whatever, those loose curls.
And
Don't
now,
tell me that my curl pattern
Right.
is not manageable.
Yes.
It's not good hair.
Yes.
Don't tell me
Yes.
I got bad hair, baby.
because
you see this
now,
curl?
yes,
I love it.
the kids
I got
though.
flat iron curl hair. pattern.
That's still my hair.
Right. Wait. What is this?
What's this?
What
It's
category is this?
Flat
I think
But-
society deemed what is good hair and what's bad hair. So even if we feel like our hair is good, it's so common that, in society,
White is
most
right.
people, even not even white, just even so, like how we are raised. Like I read this book called Women Race Class by Angela Davis, and really what made me big chop and cut my hair off was the fact that she was like, do you even know what is your hair type? Like, could you even say, like, what is your hair type? Like, what do you have coming out your hair? Like, do you even know the original state of your hair? I couldn't tell you if my hair was what it
Not
was
at all.
because I've probably been getting perms probably since I was 5, like, or 4. Like, I was, like, young.
That early?
Yes,
That's
I was
early.
very young.
Yeah,
My mom was
my
perming
hair
hair.
pretty young too.
Yeah, I was permed a
I
lot.
wasn't 4 or 5. I think I was in middle school, but I wasn't that young. So I want to say like 9, 10
I was
ish.
10.
Yeah.
4th grade.
Yeah,
like
I got
and
my
Lacey,
first one.
she was like, "Oh, we about to make your hair bone straight." Whatever that means. What is bone straight? Straight as
It's
a
A bone.
But I mean, but
A
when it's
bone.
bone, like a bone, like I think of a bone, like what does bone straight
Shut
mean?
up.
Like I don't get
It's
it.
no bend in it
Yes.
at all.
It's
Well,
Swing it up and down.
anyways, my hair went from I have this picture of me when I was like, I don't know, 6. My hair blow dried was like down the middle of my back, and then literally it felt like in a snap my hair was up here in my ears, at my ears, like it was terrible. And so we
It
moved
broke off.
from that perm, that bone straight, whatever it was, whatever, I don't even know what it was called. She just said, "I'm gonna get your hair bone straight." Well, it was straight, but it was gone. It was damaged. It fell all the way out. So we moved to Rosedale Park, and one of my best friends, all of her family, like it was 5 girls in the house. They all had this beautiful long hair. They used to get it pressed like every week, and oh my God, hair was beautiful. And one day my mom said she heard us outside playing, and my friend was like, "Isis, you bald." My mama was like, she said it just broke her heart. Like, and she was like, "Oh, you ain't gonna talk about my baby." She was like,
Right.
"I'm about to get her hair fixed." Like, so.
But how many times have you been in school, grown up, and a girl come to school the next day and all their hair gone?
Mm-hmm.
That happen all the time.
Relax on their hair.
Because they hair not manageable.
Yeah.
Like, that's in society. Like, oh, I can't deal with that. Let's put a perm in it.
Yeah, because we were taught to think that, white is right. Whatever their characteristics are, that's what
We need to
we
be.
should aim for.
Mhm.
So
that
we
we
should
can be
have
more
straight
acceptable.
hair.
Exactly.
We should, you got a lot of women walking around with blonde hair.
Mhm.
Blonde hair.
And
Shout
because-
me out.
Also because they think it's more professional. So you'll
Yeah.
see in professional settings that they're like, "Oh, no, you can't have your natural hair. You can't have locks. You can't have this and
Which
that.
is
It has
crazy.
to be straight or pulled back, maintained a certain way." And I'm like,
Kept.
Kept.
Yes. And so
So
I'm.
is it not kept that I have my hair regular? Like,
This is how it grows out of my scalp.
that's kept. I kept this
It's
in my
kept.
head.
This is it. What do you mean?
I think also though that mentally, even so, I know I'm guilty of it. That over time, because we were brainwashed for so long that your hair needs to be straight is the way to go. I cut my hair and I barely wear my natural hair because honestly, I just don't want the conversation of the natural thing. I don't want people walk up and touch my hair. That's another thing. Like when your hair is in its natural state, people love just walking up and just putting their hands in your hair.
Because
Oh, let
it's
me
so
feel your
beautiful.
hair. Let me.
It's so
Oh,
beautiful.
is that your natural curl? Did you put a S curl in your hair? Like, no. This is
Yes,
not-
people.
Let me touch it.
People always say that. Like, did you
Hey,
put
you
a
got
curl
Jerry curl
activator
on
in
it.
your
Yeah,
hair?
I ain't got no
I'm
Jerry
like,
curl
I just
over
put
here.
water in my hair.
Juices and berries.
Ah.
It's a conditioner. That's it.
Yeah, I was working at CVS, and there's this white woman. She came up to me and she's just like, "Oh my gosh!" So I'm behind the cash register. I'm actually working,
She reached behind the
and
register.
she reached behind the register to touch my hair. I'm like, "Girl,
Like,
are we
instantly.
about to fight?" Yes. I'm like, "Girl, oh my
I
goodness."
find it so interesting though. Like when I get my hair braided, I get so many compliments from white women. Like I'll get stopped and they'll go, "Your hair is so beautiful."
They like it.
Mm-hmm.
I
That
feel
must
like
have taken so long.
I hate those conversations.
Me too.
I hate those.
Me
I
too.
don't want to have them. I don't have
This
them.
just how it goes.
But no, you know. But you want to know what I think? Do you guys feel like you get a different reaction from men
Yes.
when you have? I feel like when I have my natural hair, I attract the man that I need versus the man that I want. And when I
like
have
that.
my straight hair, or like my wigs, like I attract different type of people.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Weird situation.
I think that when we do wear our hair straighter or we put on a wig or we wear a weave, I think that we portray an image that men see all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so they associate that image with what they see in videos and television.
Because
and TV.
men like everything foreign. All my whips foreign, all my girls
No,
foreign.
foreign.
Yeah,
I
so
feel like it's a
we
black
gotta.
man thing, though. I feel like black men especially will appreciate and love and like fantasize about every other type of woman except
Except for us.
a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Some.
So I'm gonna say some
Not
because
all,
when I got my
it's not
natural
the
hair,
majority.
bloody, and
Not the
Yeah.
majority.
the black
It's
men I
not.
get are good
Some,
ones.
yeah.
Most though will be like most black men don't have a problem dating outside their race. I think. Like if you go talk to like a
I know
Muslim
some-
man,
I know some black guys who will be like, "Oh hell no."
Yes.
Will.
Yes.
Not at
Some
all.
will, but I don't
Not at
know
all.
if it's the majority or if it's like or if it's a smaller margin. I don't know.
I think it's more so like I think times have changed. I think that men are getting to the point where they're like a black woman is where it's at. I think we're
Yeah.
also getting to the age where we try other stuff and then we come back to what we know.
Yeah.
Tried that, didn't like it.
Yeah.
let me
Been there,
know-
done that.
yeah.
Got the T-shirt, going
Yeah,
back.
exactly.
And
See?
I think also it's like even if like so I wear my hair natural. When I wear my hair natural, you know, I always get guys that are like, "Oh my God, I think you're so beautiful, you know, in your natural state, queen this, queen that." I wear my like this. They like, "Oh, you just cute. You cute. You sexy AF."
Man, I cut my hair off in 2014. I did the big chop.
She
Like,
did.
yeah,
was all
super,
gone.
super low cut. Like, I shocked everybody. Like, all right, I'm about to do this. I got so many. Well, I want to say I got like a 50-50 good comments and bad comments. The good comments were like, "Oh my gosh, like you gotta have so much confidence. Like more power to you, Sister Queen. You are just beautiful. Like rock it out. Like you just you doing your thing." Then I got like a bunch of comments, like, "Oh, you a lesbian?
See, I
You
didn't
stressed out."
That's
didn't
why
get-
she was feeling the way about
Yeah,
Roxanne.
Roxanne.
Yes, yes.
So I didn't get those. Like for the most part, like 80, 85, 90% was like, "Oh my God, I love you with short hair. I love you with short hair." Because I cut it and then I cut it and then I went blind. I had like a couple like speculators that was like, "I don't like that," but I was like, I really cut it, not even to wear it in the style. I cut it just to get it back. Cause Lord, was my hair fried when I had like when I was getting perms and like pressing it. It was long, like shoulder length.
Oh,
but
her
it
hair was very long.
It was fried, and so I was like, if it grows to this without me taking care of it, just imagine what it would do when I take care of it. Like love your hair, it'll grow.
That's
How
what
many,
it does.
how many people you know with no edges? Because they didn't. They
Exactly.
first with that
Let me
hot
address
color.
And they would rather have
Try.
them no edges. They would rather have length over healthy hair. So they got fried edges.
Let me
Like they
address
got
that.
this.
But it's a self-esteem thing.
No, and that's my
think.
problem.
When you
I
cut
hate
your
when
hair off.
I hate when a girl's like, "Girl, I could never cut my hair and go natural. I would look stupid." And then I'm just looking, and it's like they leave out. It's like fried, crunchy.
Yeah, like
Girl, you
your
look
hair
stupid
is-
now.
Yeah, like what you mean?
Don't tell me I look stupid.
Your
Like-
hair is screaming help,
Yes.
help. Okay, like
Right.
do it some good. Put a protein treatment in it. Just leave it alone for a minute. You got it fried and dried.
Every
Lay
girl
to
that has
the
something
side.
negative
Not
to
even
say
laid to
about
the
my
side.
hair
That mug is hurting.
had terrible, unhealthy hair. Every person that said something, I feel like that was negative, like any type of negative about me doing a big chop or my curls, or they don't like my natural state. 9 times out of 10, their hair was in a very, very bad state.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
But you know what? I've gotten so many good compliments from men. Like They love it. Yes, you are so beautiful, and I just love it. Like you said earlier, women, they kind of like, oh, like you cut your hair? Oh, I can do that. And I'm looking at you just like you looking at me. Like, actually,
or they be like, I don't like you
hair
with
is
your
nice.
hair like that. I don't like you. Like, it wasn't cut for the style of it. It was cut for.
And it wasn't cut for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
If I did everything for you,
I'll be messed up.
change my name to you, Junior.
Roxanne.
For real. Whatever your name is, Junior at the end.
Okay.
I'm Roxanne for a reason. That's me. So that's why I do stuff just for me.
Right. We need to have an episode on just all like the little idioms that you know. Like, come on, like just lay them.
They just come off the tongue.
Like, yes.
They just come
I
off the
learned
tongue.
so much from Roxanne. Like, quiet as kept. What you say? Let's play devil's advocate.
Yes.
8 and skate.
I do my 8 and I skate. That's all I got.
I love it. But yeah, like I really going back to the good hair versus bad hair.
We so far.
So right, but
Bring it back around.
We here. Come back.
right, bring it on back. So Chaley, you mentioned like what could this do to our children's self-esteem when they hear stuff like that? For instance, when you talked about the video where the father, he was combing his daughter's hair out. What about her friends who would see that?
I think that when you say to your kid, you know, this is good hair, or baby, we gonna put a perm in this because this we gonna get you some good hair. You know, I think you're telling your kid when they go and they get into a social environment with other children who look like them. You condition your kid to look at somebody else and say, my hair is good, your hair is bad.
And then to the people who don't necessarily have the good hair, I feel like you're teaching them not to love themselves. And then, or love other people that look like them. So if your hair look like my hair,
we both
then
got
it's
bad
bad.
hair. Yeah.
So would you guys perm your daughter's hair?
No.
Not at all.
No.
Now that I'm natural like I am, not at all.
Because we know what a perm can do to your hair. Too.
I think
First of all,
Stay
it eat
your
through
hair.
your scalp.
Yeah.
But also, have you, like, I noticed, like, now that I'm natural, it's really not that hard. It is hard. Don't get me wrong. It's hard to take care of natural
But
hair.
it's not as hard as
But
you
it's not
would
as
think.
hard as you thought. Like, now that you know different things, like, YouTube is out there, different blogs and vlogs is out there. They tell you how to detangle your hair, what can help you with it, natural things that can help. So,
I have to say, though, my mom does do hair, right? So I can't totally dismiss a perm either. Because I feel like if you get a perm, you can still keep your hair healthy with a perm, you know, but you gotta, it's a way that you have to apply the perm, I guess. You know, like, you can see people out here like, you know, I got a perm and my hair is flowing. My
And
hair
I have
is,
seen people who
know,
have like beautiful long hair and it's permed. And I'm like, oh God, I'll never do that again. Like, there's like your hair is cute and all, but
I
I
wouldn't
can't
do it.
I
think
couldn't
that's-
do
I
it.
think it's a
Been
personal
there,
preference.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I think
a
that's why I
personal
got a
preference.
perm so young, because my aunt was a beautician and she like permed our hair and she kept it healthy, very, very healthy. Up until about like when I was like 12, and then that or 13, that's when we was like, oh, I'm just doing my own perm and flat iron
And
my
that's
own
what
hair.
That's when you mess up.
That's when
Yeah,
you mess
do
Or
up.
my mom like, I'm just about to throw a perm in your
Yeah.
hair and comb it through, not clunks coming out. So I think like you gotta really find somebody that can work with you. She perm our hair, you know, stretch our perms till she couldn't no more. Clip our ends, it will grow, it was healthy.
Yeah.
I have very, very thick hair, so of course I'm able to take more than what somebody normally would be able to take, but I think you have to really know your beautician and really like get somebody that's like, all these beauticians, they're not like technically helping your hair.
Yeah,
They're
they
just
don't know
styling
anything.
it.
Even if they say they do natural hair, like
'Cause
what
it's a
kind of
science
natural
to
hair?
It's
Yeah,
a
it
science
is.
to
Because you're only
hair.
supposed to pass
You
through
know?
your hair like one time.
pass.
Yeah.
One pass.
With a flat iron.
One
Oh.
pass.
Don't
be
try my
like-
stuff.
Right. And I go to my when I get my hair done twice a year, so I get my ends trimmed every year, twice a year. And I go in there, and my beautician, I love her so much. Hey, Kenyatta girl, show you out. But I go in, and she wants to press my hair. Too much heat for me. I literally
Then
go
scared of
into
it.
a
You get
yeah.
scared of
I
it.
go into I have a panic attack, and so sometimes she forgets. So I'll let her do my edges, and then one time she just did a strip, and I was like. My
Dramatic.
heart, my
That
my-
curl
I
not
really-
gonna do the
but
same. It's not gonna
exactly,
curl the
but that's what I be
same.
thinking about. I'm like, oh my god, my curl
curl,
pattern not gonna
yeah.
come back. So I literally go into shock mode, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So she freaked out the last time. She was like, I'm so sorry, like But yeah, one pass is all it really
Yeah.
takes. Like you blow dry it after it's conditioned, and then one pass. That's all.
Right.
That's all it takes.
But I like the post that we made today, which was talking about, all hair is beautiful,
Mhm.
whether you have weave, whether you have
An
natural
afro,
hair,
Mhm.
a
wig,
perm, or wig.
Yes.
whatever. Just love your hair.
Whatever makes you, because you are not your hair.
Come on, India, already.
That doesn't, at the end of the day, your personality and who you are that's what makes you. Not my hair, all of this stuff. Look, like I was about to pull this.
Yeah.
it's superficial.
Think I need this?
Right. Right.
fake.
It's real. It's real. I promise it's real.
I hate you.
But yeah, no, like none of that stuff.
If it was fake, it's still cool. If you wear fake
Right,
hair, I
it
wear fake
is.
hair.
Oh,
Right.
don't get me wrong. If I could get Shaylee to braid my hair real quick, I would throw on a wig right now.
Yeah.
Always
But I got
somebody
a
here for the
million.
love.
I got a million.
Yes, please, call Shaylee. Look, you in Detroit.
But I remember when you and Neech first did the big shot,
Mhm.
the big chop,
Mhm.
and then you guys were talking about like the process that you went through in doing your hair, like after you blow dried it, or no, after you washed it,
Mhm.
and then you guys didn't put any heat on it, so you wouldn't blow dry it, you wouldn't press it,
Mhm.
and I felt like that took too much time. So
It's
I was. Yeah, it was too much for
It's
me,
maintenance.
which
Mhm.
is why I couldn't do it. To
Mhm.
me, I'd rather just hurry up, blow dry it out, press it, and do, go on about my day.
If you think about it, it's really like the same because you still putting in the same amount of effort to wash your hair, blow dry it. Like I don't
It
want to.
take hours for your hair to blow dry naturally.
But when you
without
natural,
heat.
you just wear it in curls, so you don't even have to blow
Or if
dry.
them, at nighttime, like I'll twist it up at night, and then it'll dry overnight if it's twisted, and then I just take it out and just be like,
Yeah.
let's
I
go.
literally just carry
Mine's
around
better
a
than that.
spritzer and
Mhm.
just spritz my wet hair. That's it, and then it just curl up, and then that's it. That's all I got for you.
And it's crazy because before I got a perm for the first time, my hair was like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had quote unquote white people, which I hate that term.
Yeah,
But
you
I
didn't
had-
have white people here. You
You
had
should
mixed
hate
people
that
here.
term.
Yeah, I had mixed people.
Like mixed people.
But I remember as a kid sitting there getting my hair done. All black girls had to go through that. You sitting there, your people
Right.
combing your
Then when
hair,
you
you
find out
crying.
I'm
Your
tender-headed.
hair.
Yeah, I was super tender-headed. And I
Mhm.
remember my aunt, she was on the phone with her friend. And she like, yeah, I'm trying to comb her hair. She got this damn white people hair. And I'm like, how do I have white people hair?
Mhm.
Obviously, you having a hard time combing it.
Right.
White people hair. So that's why I ended up getting a perm
Mhm.
so that it was more manageable. But I realize now that my
Gosh,
hair
do you see
did.
how you were influenced though as a kid? You know,
Yeah.
you're like,
Mm-hmm.
my hair is not good hair. And then she
Mhm.
can't put a comb through it. You know,
Right.
like I had to get
Me
this
and my
perm.
sister used to break blow dryer combs, and at that
All
moment,
the time.
I knew
All
I'm
the
not
time.
supposed to put this much heat in my hair.
Mhm.
That was
that was the moment that I knew this is not for me.
At
The
that
universe
moment.
is telling me
Man.
that that's not for me.
Do you know how many times after I would get my hair done, my head just was banging from all the yanking, and you sit in
Yeah.
the chair like
Man.
that?
Stay still.
Yeah,
Burn
like
your ear.
you yanking me. How I'ma stay
Girl,
still
that
and you
burnt
literally
That burn
yes.
ear is a whole other thing.
Mhm.
Or what about when you leave the perm in too long and then you get them burns?
Oh,
Oh,
I don't like that.
It's like no,
Can't relate having experienced that.
I don't know that
Right.
feeling. I've never
No, but how
experienced
about
that.
just sitting there with the perm, or the week before you get the perm, you try try not to
'cause
scratch
you
your
don't
hair.
want
Or the day before,
Yes.
yeah.
Don't
You-
scratch.
you
don't
don't
scratch.
scratch.
Just don't burn.
And you know what? Do y'all remember Frankie Darcell?
Yes.
So she had a shop
Love that.
around the corner from my house,
Uh-huh.
and man, so my mom, she just did not want to let this perm go. She just
We gonna get this to work.
right. She ain't want to let it go. So I'm in middle school, or yeah, I'm in middle school at this point, and she like, oh, we gonna get your hair to grow, and took me to Frankie Darcel's, and she put a perm in my head. Oh my God, I used to be in there on fire, and so it was itching one day, and I decided while she put the perm in, she walked away. Oh my.
Oh,
This is go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and scratch this right here. And she came back running from across the other side of the room and grabbed my hand. It was too late, obviously, but oh my God, my head was just in that spot was on fire. Like somebody just lit a match. Like,
it's so crazy
Please
because they be like, tell me if it burned. You tell them burn. Okay, 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes.
Let me know when it start burning. Let me know when it start burning.
not now. It hurt.
Right.
Actually, it was
But you gotta
burning
look
when
at
you
the chemicals that are in that stuff.
Yeah.
That's live.
But didn't nobody pay attention to that?
Well,
That's what I'm
sometimes
saying.
some people use no light relaxer.
Yeah, you got no light relaxer.
You know,
But still, the fact that it burns
Yeah.
through your skin
you
should
should
tell
not
you
be putting
that.
this in your head.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's crazy. I would never do another perm again. And as far as my kids,
I don't think
now that I know how to manage it, now that I know, it took me a minute. I ain't gonna lie. This natural hair journey has been a journey for real. I am not gonna lie to you. But now that I know how to kind of manage it, I would definitely not put a perm.
And it's
or
so much
relaxer
stuff
in
you
my
can do. Like if you want your
kids'
hair
hair.
straight, you can wear wigs. You can get sew in. You don't
Mm-hmm.
have to have a leave out. You can get braids.
Beauty
Like-
being a woman. Wear your hair however you want to wear it.
I wear
Exactly.
it all the time. I'm everyone.
We have so many
She is
choices.
me.
Yes.
She is me.
Yes.
She
Look
exactly.
at me.
I love
Yeah.
that. Well, that is our time for today. If you want to chime in and you have some things you want to say about natural hair, please make sure you comment below after you subscribe, okay? So make sure you subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to tune in for, October 31st. We'll be on WHPR for our Halloween special. So make sure you say, yes, I'm a cat. I'm a dog. I'm a zombie.
What are you, like a zombie? Yep.
You'll definitely see this move coming very soon. So
I think you should add the link to your Instagram so you can show your big chop, your natural hair journey.
I sure will. You should post a picture in the comments, Roxanne.
No.
Well, yeah. So I'll post that. I'll try to find a picture of Roxanne and I'll post that too, without her knowledge.
And if you
Permission.
have
Or
a
her-
big chop
her
journey
permission.
that you want to share, please post in the
Please
comments
do.
section.
Or if you have any
Yes.
tips for us with natural hair
Hashtag
journeys, let
queen
us
to
know.
queen.
Yes. Post it on our Instagram, on our Facebook, and everything.
We
What's our
wanna
social
see.
media?
Facebook, Queen to Queen, Instagram and Twitter, Queen to Queen __. Two
Two
underscores.
underscores.
Right, everybody got a down pack. So
Yes. See.
So tip.
hopefully you guys got it down pat. Queen to
That's
Queen
right.
__. And we love to hear from you. Send us your topics. Send us any feedback that you have, any suggestions, and join us next time.
All right, Queen to Queen.
I don't have any wine left.
You the new Tiff.
Tim Jr.
Still got it.
Jr.